Magandang buhay! Ngayon, ang pag-aaralan natin ay tungkol sa parabola, one of the conics. Ito ay nasa subject na pre-calculus sa senior high school. Okay, simulan na natin. Ano ang learning competency? So, the learners define a parabola. That's the learning competency of the topic. And our objective, the learners are expected to identify a parabola in its parts. Okay. Ano ang parabola as a conics? It formed by cutting the cone parallel to an edge. Or it formed when the double right circular cone is cut by a plane so that the angle between the plane and the axis is equal to the vertex angle. Okay. Meron ditong illustration ng parabola. So, as analytically, ang definition ng parabola ay the locus of a point that moves such that it is equidistant from the fixed point called the focus and a fixed line called directrix. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Ang locus of points are, pag sinabing locus, it's simply a curve or forming a line for points or several points. Okay? So it's a curve. This is a locus of points. Itong nag-form ng parabola. And this is the focus. Okay. Halimbawa, ito yung point ng parabola. So the distance down from the point on the parabola is equal to the focus and to the directrix. Okay. So, let's discuss the parts of a parabola. First, the vertex. Second, the focus. Another, directrix. Next, the lattice rectum. Next, axis of symmetry. And the focal distance. So we have here an illustration. So when we say the focus, this one, okay, ito ang focus, ito ang vertex, ang focus ito, okay, ang directrix itong line na parang kulay green, ang lattice rectum itong line segment na kulay orange, ang axis of symmetry itong line na kulay violet, at ang focal distance, itong length from focus to vertex or from vertex to focus, represented by P. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Pag sinabing vertex, it's the minimum or maximum point of the graph when the parabola opens upward and downward respectively. So this is the vertex. Pag sinabing minimum, naka-open siyang upward. Pag sinabing maximum, ang graph naka-open downward. Okay. How about kung to the right or to the left? When the parabola opens to the left or to the right. So pag sinabing left, it is the rightmost value. Pag sinabing right, it is the leftmost value. Okay, let's proceed. How about the meaning of the focus? When we say focus, it's a point, okay, that is represented by P units from the vertex, okay, midway between the end point of the lattice rectum. Pag sinabing midway is nasa kalagitnaan ng latus rectum or it's a midpoint of the latus rectum. So this is the focus, itong malaking dot. That's the focus represented by P. And it is the midpoint of the length of the latus rectum. Okay, tandaan po yan ha. Okay, how about directrix? It's a line perpendicular to the axis of symmetry that is P units from the vertex. Okay, so ito yung directrix. And the distance of the directrix from the vertex is P. Okay? Kung gaano daw ang length niya from the vertex to the focus, ganun din ang length niya from the vertex to the directrix. But this is a line. It's no longer a point. Ang directrix ay line, which is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. Pag sinabing perpendicular, the point of intersection, nag-form siya ng 90-degree angle. Okay, proceed tayo. How about axis of symmetry? Also, it's a line that divides the parabola into two equal parts. It passes through the focus and vertex, and it is perpendicular to the directrix. So if you notice, itong line na kulay violet, yan ang axis of symmetry. It passes to the vertex, the focus. Lagi niya pong dadaanan ang vertex and focus. And it's also perpendicular to the directrix. Okay. Next, Lattice rectum. Hindi na po ang lattice rectum line. It's only a line segment that passes through the focus and is parallel to the directrix. Okay, so makita nyo parallel siya. So, the distance from the lattice rectum to the directrix is parallel. Parallel po yan, no? So, ang pagkakaiba lang niya, ang lattice rectum ay line segment while directrix is a line. Okay. How about the length of the lattice rectum? It's 4p. Pag sinabing 4p is whatever the length from the vertex to the focus represented by p times 4, that's the length of the lattice rectum. Because P is the midpoint of the lattice rectum, it means going to the left is twice of P and going to the right is also twice of P. Kaya meron tayong formula for the lattice rectum as 4P. Take note, its absolute value. Okay? Ang endpoints ng line segment of the lattice rectum, of course, nasa parabola. How about focal distance? Represented by P. The focal distance is represented also by P. It's between the vertex and the focus. Sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, between the vertex and the focus. It's also a line segment. It's a line segment and measured along the axis of symmetry. So, nag-overlap siya sa axis of symmetry. Okay, that's the focal distance. It's a distance between the vertex and the focus measured along the axis of symmetry. Okay. So we will have an activity. Tingnan nga natin kung makukuha ninyo. Identify each part of the given parabola. Tingnan natin. Ano kaya yung number 1, yung kulay violet? Na-recall nyo? Yes, that's an axis of symmetry. Ano naman kaya itong kulay na orange? Ang clue, it's a line segment. Yes, that's LR or lattice rectum. Very good. How about this point? Itong nakapatong sa latus rectum, nasa gitna ng latus rectum, and on the axis of symmetry. Yes, that's simply the focus. And how about this? Ito yung kulay pink na equal ang length to the focus and perpendicular to the length to the directrix na nag-form siyang perpendicular. Yes. So that's simply an eccentricity. So nakalimutan nyo na, no? And how about this? Itong kulay dark green, which is perpendicular to the axis of symmetry. Of course, yan ang tinatawag natin na directrix. And how about this? The point na nag-serve as minimum or maximum, that when the graph opens upward or downward, yes, start with letter B, vertex. Correct. And how about this one? A segment, line segment from vertex to focus. Of course, very good. That's the focal length represented by P. Okay. That's all. Thank you.